Ancient Greeks believed that fire was stolen from heavens by Prometheus in a hollow tube and given to the humans. According to astrologers, fire symbolized passion, energy, inspiration, idealism and faith. Fire signs, which are Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, are the leaders and cheerleaders of zodiac. They provide us with much needed inspiration, motivation and creative energy. What is the true origin of fire? How man learned to control it, and does he really control fire? This is what we will try to find out today. We can assume that there was once a time when man had no fire, but very early he must have known and seen fire derived from natural sources, and made use of it. Probably the last ice age, about 10,000 BC, taught people to use fires inside. The communal fire was placed in front of a rock shelter or cave. Later, individual fires were built in the center of the family shelters, where the hearth became known as the chimney. More efficiently and hotter than wood burns charcoal, a half-burnt wood made by slowly burning wood in the kiln with very little air. Basing on this knowledge around 3000 BC, people in West Asia began to use charcoal to smelt copper and tin together into bronze. Even hotter fires were needed to smelt iron, but the method was not invented until about 1500 BC by the Hittites in West Asia. The Romans, beginning around 200 BC during the Roman Republic, used charcoal fires to heat air and water, and pipe it through their houses to heat them and to get hot water for public and private bath buildings. It seems like fire was useful for all kinds of things in the ancient and medieval, but like all forces of nature, it also was and still is very dangerous. In those times, houses were built of wood and had thatched roofs. By building fires inside houses, it was very common for them to catch fire and burn down. One of the earliest and the most serious fires, known as the Great Fire in Rome in 66 AD, although very dangerous for humans, they always appeared to want to control fire and to utilize it to their own purposes. As long warfare exists, the long is the history of using fire in it. In Iliad, Homer described how Greek warriors hid in wooden horse and placed fire in the city of Troy to burn it to the ground. Many centuries later, Byzantine fleet used so-called Greek fire, which was a type of burning liquid weapon, to attack ships and men. In the First World War, the first modern flamethrowers were used by infantry and were successfully mounted on armored vehicles in the Second World War. The United States Army Air Force extensively used incendiaries against Japanese targets in the latter months of the Second World War, devastating entire cities. It is also known as the first detonation of the nuclear bomb. Now, let's think for a quick moment what would happen if a man could control fire, or be able to create it. Would he use this power to help mankind? Or the nature of destroyer would win, and we would stand in the face of unbeatable force? Fortunately for us, we can only imagine that. At least, for now.